Darkritician!
Hey YouTube, Darkritician84 and Darkritician's Girl here.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the second part in the end of year trilogy, talking about what was good about this year. Quite a lot of things.
I know one good thing about this year.
Getting engaged, right?
Oh yeah. Very much so, but and this.
And what's this?
You a lot. Which he loves so much.
Yeah, and just like what she loves as well.
Wearing thick padding.
Just you wait till later.
He wants to hide me.
So anyway, without a doubt, the best thing about this year was getting engaged, for sure. Wedding plans are slowly but surely getting there. Still don't have a date.
So I'm a bit wet because it was raining. Oh.
Yeah, we just went out and got some stuff while it was pissing it down and there was wind. That's British weather.
Yeah. Don't live in England if you don't want to get wet all the time.
Or live in a place where everything's too expensive.
The other good thing about this year for me was being able to come up here and stay with you for say a week, and it's been special. Like going to Devon,
It
that
really
was one.
has.
When we said we'd do our holidays together, and we have, well, not all of them yet, because obviously money and
Exactly, yeah.
finding a time off work, since I work more now, which is good, of course. It's money,
Very.
isn't it? I do enjoy my job sometimes.
Sometimes.
The venue we looked at was the other day. That was nice.
Yeah, looked at that. It's amazing. There's a good chance we'll have our wedding there.
Yeah. I won't say where it is, because otherwise any of you could turn up.
Exactly, yeah.
I won't say it is. I won't say it. I've got my reasons to not say anyway, because of my past family and stuff. So I will not say it on YouTube. But it is a lovely, lovely place, and we are definitely going to go for it.
Yeah, they even thought about proposing for quite a while. Yeah, like, look, we said some of this way back in February. Yeah, I think I decided quite early on in the relationship that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. I remember in December 2021 that I asked you, and could you see us getting married? You said,
I said I could.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just thought about it ever since, and I even got her mum's blessing, like, some point last year.
Well, you asked her, didn't you?
Yeah, because I wanted to do it properly.
She thought that was really sweet, that was. She did. She thought that was a sweet thing to do. Not everyone does it.
Well, I think they should. It's just traditional.
Yeah. Some are quick to ask their partners to get married, aren't they? And then they don't think about the traditional sides of it.
Yeah. It's also, I guess it's also hard for people to think when the right time to propose could be. Like, some wait even years, like even 10 years. But it seemed fitting to just ask whenever, really, since we clicked just like that. And I even originally planned to propose on our first anniversary. As I was looking for engagement rings. There was even a jewellery shop nearby which I thought about going in, but I was just too shy to go in and ask.
Yeah. That's cute.
So I got this ring on Amazon. I feel like it would have been better to go into a shop, but
That's okay. It's real. It's nice. It's pretty.
yeah.
You don't have to go really expensive either on an engagement ring. Some go berserk, don't they?
Yeah,
Might
they do.
pay like 1,000 or more for one.
Yeah, I wanted to find something with purple because you like purple, and that's what I found. Of
I
course,
think it's better to go in the shop to get wedding rings, though.
yeah, I think
maybe.
we should definitely do that. That's one of a few things we still haven't done yet.
Well, I found a style wedding dress that I'd wear, but I haven't bought it yet or thought about it. But it's pricey. It's going to be like £800. So I'm going to have to think about that one.
God damn.
And you don't even have to get wedding dresses that much either. You can get ones that are very similar and they're cheaper.
Yeah, it's just annoying that the ring didn't arrive in time for the anniversary. So like I said, there was also Christmas, but I thought, nah, let's make it Valentine's Day, the most romantic day of the year.
Yeah. I'm glad you did.
And it was the best Valentine's ever. That'll be hard to top.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter though. Every Valentine's from this point out will be special anyway. Because it's you.
You're the best one that I've ever been with, so it counts.
Yeah, and you're the best too.
I'm a little shy. You know the Christmas holidays, this is our first Christmas together as well. Well,
Yes,
for
it is.
any of us with who have exes, it's the first.
It is the first, yeah. I guess this would be a favourite Christmas, definitely. Because this was asked for my Q&A, but I couldn't think of any until now.
Yeah. I mean, there were places we went to together, like restaurants. They were nice. We have best things about this year because it's for you, right? Your best year. It's not my best year. Well, I can tell you one thing that was good about this year for me as well. Off topic of relationships, so I did qualify to be a swim teacher. So that was a good thing about this year for me.
Yeah, that was so great.
It's really sweet that your family are helping with the wedding as well. I mean, that's just big. It made me want to cry. It was so sweet.
Yeah, that's their wedding gift to us.
Yeah, bless them.
So yeah, it's relationship stuff, including those times you came over throughout the year.
Oh, did we also got that massive hill this year as well?
Yep, that was
Oh
way
yeah, that's
back
another
in
good
May.
thing. Yeah, that was a really, really steep hill.
Yeah.
We had to stop halfway up there, well I did.
From the bottom it looked like a volcano. A very grassy volcano.
We did get up there in the end, but it took me a while. I just thought, bugger this, I'm determined to get up to the top. And I did.
I thought I'd be silly and just try and leg it up the top. I managed some of it, but then I got tired out. So that was a
Somebody did
mistake.
a little mini video that you could add into this, just to say, right, here we go, this is the video.
Yeah, I wish I thought of that at the time.
We have pictures, I mean, you could always put the picture in.
Could do.
Just say, okay, right, you've got to do it now. So this is the hill. And then you put the picture up.
Yeah, I'll find it and edit it in.
Because someone took a picture at the bottom of it, I know they did. Yeah. Must have been you or me. I'll have a look.
Might have been.
And then you can see the view from the top of it. They're great.
Yeah. There was also some great Yu-Gi-Oh stuff as well that happened this year, despite what I talked about in the rant video. The main thing being celebrating 20 years since I got into the game. That's quite a milestone. Not many players have. Although some have played longer than me and still play to this day, like Matt and Alison Welch. But I'm just very bewildered that I've played this game for so long.
It's cool.
Just non-stop. It's an amazing milestone that I like flexing.
Oh, I'm not that in the cold.
And so many great things have come out of it, including meeting you.
Yu-Gi-Oh has its perks now.
Exactly. Yeah, did a few things to celebrate that as well. The Ultimate Championship, those endurances. So that was a good time. And Neospatian's been very successful in both. Just winning the current format endurance for me, even though I would have liked to play through all my decks and win the whole thing with Dark Magician. And then of course Neospatians won the Ultimate Championship, which is just wild. It's been a successful year for Neospatians.
The wind's wild. Or was that a plane?
I think that's, well, it might be a plane, but mainly wind.
Not your wind.
Exactly, yeah. So anyway, like, in the late 2000s, nobody would have thought that Neospatians would do really well in something. It started off as a gimmicky, casual deck, and look at it now. It's certainly very strong. Very strong. And then the other great thing was starting to go to Tabletop Republic. Yeah, it's a fantastic place to go, and very spacious as well. It's like the front area of the shop is for card games and stuff. Then you've got the Warhammer stuff in the middle, and I think D&D stuff at the back, or at least it looked like D&D, which is still something I'm considering playing.
Oh, I know what else was good about this year.
Yeah.
Doing the bean challenge. We did the Harry Potter beans and the dirty ones as well.
Yeah,
That was great. Even got my mum to try one, and she said, "Oh, it tastes like soap," because it was the soap, the dishwasher one probably.
I think so. Yeah.
That's funny. I know there's videos on that, but
I've still got the Bean Boozled ones that we did.
what the beans here?
Yeah.
We should do another beans challenge.
Could do, although kind of does want to have a go.
Yeah, how many packs have you got?
I haven't checked for a while.
Oh. See how many packs you got with the bean challenge. This time the challenge is we've got to eat 2 at once.
Oh God. I guess we could do that in a little bit. Yeah, going back to Tabletop Republic, yeah, it's definitely a great place to be, and technically easier to get to than did uni. I have to get the train there, whereas it's just simply a case of getting on the bus and heading to TTR, even though they don't always turn up when they're supposed to.
Or they completely miss your stop.
exactly, yeah. Well, that only happened twice coming home, which was annoying.
Twice. Damn.
Yeah, it also happened in September or October.
There was a thing in the past where I waited for the school bus once, and instead of stopping, it just went straight past us.
What the hell?
Yeah, so we didn't get to school on time. We had to. Luckily, there was someone else there with me. I don't really know them, but they went to the same school.
I'm guessing you did signal.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
like, it just couldn't be bothered. We completely wasn't looking at the stop. We didn't. It only happened once. There's been times where my mum have had to chase the bus and get to another stop before it turned up because we missed our one at that stop. But I had to go back home, and Mum had to. I think she took me in the end, or I got on the later bus. But you don't make it for assembly if you get on that one. Oh well, I didn't mind missing assembly. I don't ever walk in there. I wait until it's finished, and the service options say, right, you can head on into assembly. I'm like, no, I've got fright. I'm not walking in there with everyone looking at me. They'd all go silent one day and look at me, and I'm like, I don't like that. Freaks me out. So I just waited until they all came out, and then I went back in the classroom with them.
Fair enough.
You can continue to fart, by the way.
Right. It never ends.
No, I've been on it all day. This has been yesterday, night before.
Yeah. Regarding tournaments, although I just didn't do very well in most of them, there were some that I did have some success in. One of which was with Yugi gadgets.
I'll take my tablet.
That's something I forgot to mention in the other video. This wasn't at TTR, but back in the spring, actually this was before the winner box tournament, I entered with gadgets and did quite well. I beat Sean, which was just an achievement in himself, considering he's very, very good. And he was playing Sprite. I think, yeah, that was the second time I went up against it. It did go to a third game, but luckily Gigantic Sprite didn't really hurt me that much. And I seem to remember him being taken aback by either Mirror Force or Storming Mirror Force. Just like Giorgio when I played Speedroids, something Sparkman commented on, saying that those two traps threw them off.
Do you know what I forgot to get in Tesco?
What?
Tissues.
Oh, whoops. Oh well. Yeah, it's still so great when people don't expect Mirror Force or Storming Mirror Force, as competitive decks don't play them nowadays. I guess just because the game is that fast paced.
What, the game you lost?
Right.
You set me up!
Grr.
You know me already.
Yeah, I do. I'm still mean.
So are you.
How am I mean? So.
But mustn't say game, not anymore.
So yeah, that was an achievement in itself, and won against Riley with Scare Claws, and then everything just went downhill after that in that tournament, losing against Cosmo and then Teardaments, and I thought I had Max in that second game.
Right, losing the clock.
I even dropped Majesty's Fiend. I thought I had him, considering Teardaments is quite a monster effect heavy deck, but no, it just had to have polymerization and made one of those stupid fusions that could easily run Majesty's Fiend over. Oh, it was fine though. I think that was the best performance in the temporary return during the spring. And then I started playing in the minor league tournaments back in November. The tournaments where no meta is allowed. Despite the fact that for some reason annoying cards and decks are still allowed, despite the fact that they defeat the point and go against the spirit of it. I mean, like I said, it's meant to be a chilled format and a chilled tournament. And how is things like Ash Blossom and True Draco chilled? I don't get that. But I already talked enough about that. This is supposed to be a positive video, man.
It is positive.
Yeah.
So is this.
What's this? Oi. So I used 4 out of 5 of my decks in that so far, and so far Magician Girls did the best, finishing 3rd, although technically I finished 3rd with Dark Magician. I guess the scoring system was kind of weird. But no, Magician Girls did the best, winning 2 out of 3 of my rounds, beating Blue Eyes, Predaplants, and losing to fecking Cyber Dragons. But at least Infinity is banned in the minor league, so I'm thankful for that. Whereas my kitty cats did the worst, unfortunately. I just couldn't get anything rolling against Spirals and Exosister Dynamorphia.
Isn't this working?
It just feels nice. And Dark Magician and Rainbow Neos did about the same. But actually, no, I did technically win 2 matches with Dark Magician because I had the bye. Whereas the only legitimate win was against Keller. What was he playing? Watts. And of course the losses were against Sky Strikers and Gene Raiders. Although the Gene Raider matchup could have been different if that game state mistake didn't happen with Eternal Soul and I can't remember the name of that Xyz. Whereas with Rainbow Neos I was just very unlucky.
What with my mouth is?
Oh, we're still talking about minor league tournaments.
Oh. Well, I wanted to get you with honest, you know. The light swan.
Darklaw and the True Draco spells and traps just made things very difficult. Whereas Chaos Max was just smooth sailing. Like I said, Rainbow Neos is one of my favourite ways to counter Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Because it's like, I don't care if it's immune from effects that target and destroy, I can just attack over it, or spin it right round like a record baby back into the deck. But of course I'm still undecided if I want to carry on with them, because of, well, the issues I talked about already. I mean, as I said, it's just my elemental heroes that I haven't played in the minor league yet. So I guess we'll see come early January. But despite not being very lucky, Cats and Magician Girls did end up having some success. Yeah, spoiler alert, my kitty cats did win that pre-con challenge tournament. And as for Magician Girls, well, I guess I don't need to worry too much about it because of a video I uploaded the other day involving Eviebot, which I think a lot of people missed. There's about 10 views, but no one's left any likes or comments on it. But it doesn't help that I was late getting a thumbnail for it, so I'll put a link in the description down below. Go check it out. It's basically half movie, half mini tournament. So yeah, go check that out and well, see if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, yeah, this one did very well in our little couples tournament. I don't know what's going to get uploaded first, this or the final, although I've scheduled the final for Friday. So no spoilers, but yeah, let's just say you did great.
Thank you. I did try my hardest because I know what who I like. Well, I know your decks are like.
Well, you got some very deserved wins. But yeah, I did try and reduce the power level of Dark Magician and Elemental Heroes just to give all the other decks a chance. I still need to put my Elemental Heroes back to normal.
We've done some what ifs as well.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, no spoilers for that.
Nope. No spoilers.
I don't know how frequently we'll do those. I guess we could...
What if Karibo beats Rainbow Neos? Don't think so. That would be amazing, actually.
It wasn't even Rainbow Neos it faced in the tournament, though.
Well,
The Gauntlet Challenge, they did face off. I think the matchups in the Gauntlet Challenge were just really unlucky. I did try and randomise it. Bless you!
That's scary. I only didn't jump once.
There was a look of surprise.
Oh, I've been sneezing quite a bit.
I think if we do another one quite soon, we should make it a Pegasus Challenge one. That's where just random rules and conditions are thrown in, like every few minutes, and it would have something. It could be something positive, it could be something negative, like both players discard their whole hand and draw the same number of cards, or both players draw 2 cards, or blow up all monsters on the field, things like that.
Am I the only one who didn't eat my Santa yet? I haven't touched my Santa yet.
I still haven't yet.
I think everyone else has.
Yeah, you just had a nibble of mine the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, does that sound appealing at some point?
Was this drawing 2 cards instead of 1?
Well, not just that, but basically Pegasus Challenge tournament game things where random conditions are thrown in.
Yeah.
So maybe we won't do it like while you're here, because I think you've had enough of the Elemental Heroes bullshit.
Yeah. It's fun to just try and take them out. They're not. I like the deck. I just don't like. It's just annoying to play against. That's all. If I'm playing it, it might be fun.
Yeah, it could be. I'd need to teach you a lot of how the deck works. It's
Probably a little bit tricky.
yeah, because there are fusions that do require specific monsters.
There's no Xyzes or Synchros in there, is there?
Not in mine, no.
It's all fusions.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the hang of all the other summoning mechanics, well, except rituals. But yeah, you've got the hang of synchros, exeses, links,
Fusion's not so much.
Yeah. It ain't really, because it's like the easiest summoning mechanic. And you can even use face down monsters as a material, unlike the others.
It has to be face up. Well, unless they can be flipped. Penny immediately synchro summoning is pretty good though.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to try and get a third Penny in your deck, don't you?
Yeah, maybe try out that cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kitty Tail, if we can get hold of it.
It's so cute.
We'll also see if we can fit in 2 other copies of Infinite Impermanence if you want.
Can't you just put them in, or do you have to take cards out?
It's up to you. I mean,
I don't want any cards taken out.
Yeah, no.
I've got 2 Bambis in there now.
Yeah.
I've got 1 Calentosa. Imagine having 3. That would be a puppy extravagance. That will. It's not just puppy though. It's Fenny.
Yeah.
Bring it from hand.
Exactly.
Bambi can get it out of the grave.
Yeah.
If he stays on the field.
And hasn't been summoned off Rescue Cat or Obedience School. We'll figure something out. I just personally find it's better to play cards at 40. The less cards you have, the more likely it is you'll draw into cards that you need.
Yeah.
We'll work on it, I'm sure.
With all those cards, you might find it will flow less than it did, or it might work better. You just don't know until you try it, do you?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, obviously the Malphys have a good role. There's always something you can do with them. Whereas when you get the fairies, sometimes you get a hammer, you don't know what to do, or it's like, really, I haven't got any fairies at all. Or, you know, it can be a bit... The Karibos are more defensive. Just wait till you can get 5-star Twilight.
Yeah. And that was the issue in the Gauntlet Challenge. Rainbow Neos was a bad matchup. Although, to be fair, climbing into
heroes are a nightmare.
Climbing into access code would help against Rainbow Neos.
Not to banish your cards. Did it banish them?
No, you banish a link monster to pop a card, which for some reason doesn't target. And obviously if you use a link free, then it'll be higher than Rainbow Neos.
Just run him over.
Yeah. Just run it over, or just destroy it with its effect.
Decode Talker's a similar one, isn't it? It's just a bit...
Decode's alright, it's just a beat stick which benefits off having monsters it's pointing to.
And Relinquished Anima is the one that makes that the same as your monster.
Yeah.
And then
Anima is so
Honour
good.
takes your monster just to so I can make a direct attack.
Yeah, that's another easy way to deal with it. Yeah, a few too many people just shit on Rainbow Neos, but he's actually not that hard to counter. I mean, it's not.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it negates, though. Like, negates are so much worse. Dragoon, Infinity, Totally Arsehole, Borderlands.
Totally arsehole.
Well, his actual name is Totally Awesome, but because I hate that card so much, and so does Kynan, we call him Totally Arsehole. It is an arsehole of a card.
Yeah.
It just negates anything, like sending an aqua from... I can't remember if it's hand, but it also sends from field. And what's worse is that it can send itself, then use its other effect to recycle itself, only to be summoned again later.
So you can never get rid of it.
Pretty much, unless you're able to banish it.
Would it better negate Joyous Melfi's direct attack as well?
It would negate the effect of detach, so it could attack directly, yeah.
I'll just blow it up with my Judgment Dragon then. That would work.
Yeah, JD could work on it one way or another. What was I going to say?
Or Roosk.
There was one time in a game, though, where I used a card to banish all 3 copies from the extra deck, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. It's a hand trap, one of my favourite hand traps, which has an effect that states that if the opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can discard this card, reveal a monster in the extra deck, then look at the opponent's extra deck, and if they have the same monster, they have to banish all copies of it. So I've done that a lot just to get rid of extra deck monsters that I really hate. And I managed to do that twice when I played against Paleozoic Frog, but I still somehow ended up losing. First time, I think, was just down to bad luck. Another time, this was actually in a tag team game, this guy's tag partner top-decked into a card that put all 3 of them back, Pot of Acquisitiveness. That's a spell that lets you put 3 banished monsters back in the deck, then draw a card, and you just put all 3 toads back. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's Toads and Xyz.
Yeah, it is an Xyz monster, yes.
I'll have to see what it looks like.
I can show you.
Probably
actually.
goes in trap. Does it go in trap tricks?
No, because it needs a specific materials. 2 level 2 aquas, I believe it is. I just got to remember to type the right name in.
Totally.
Yeah, this is what Totally Arsehole looks like.
It's quite cute. Well, the picture.
Yeah, it does, but it's bloody annoying!
Oh, fish card.
Yeah, 2 level 2 aqua type monsters. But there are other decks that can bring it out. Bahama Shark can just cheat it out the extra deck.
They might not be able to use it if they don't have an aqua card in their hand. Huh?
Yeah, so it's not exactly generic, but...
But then you can add a water monster in your graveyard and add your hand. You can just repeat the process of negating with it. They'll probably ban it one day.
I certainly hope so. It was limited once upon a time, and then it went to 2 and then back to 3, all in the space of 2020.
Good thing we went out. I think it's got worse.
God, yeah. Let's see, I think that's everything good about this year, I think. Trying to think what else there is. Our engagement, like the times you've come up here. Oh yeah, our 2-year anniversary. That's, how could I forget that?
Because we're talking about engagements. So.
Yeah, well for me, this year was my first ever 2-year anniversary with a romantic partner. Because before, the longest was 1.5 years, and that was with an ex that I never want to speak of. Yeah, it was a first for me, and yeah, a big moment.
And the first for me, really, getting taken out on anniversaries and you even considering them.
Yeah. Yeah, I always want to do something nice for an anniversary.
See, this is why I love this one, because he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's many other nice guys out there that do too, but they won't equal you because I love you.
Love you too. I should take you out for your birthday. And I still need to get you a birthday present.
You did take me to the Grapevine, I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
It's another thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had some nice drinks there, and there was great food.
I mean, my bad thing, I know it's not in the correct video here, but mine, obviously, in between all that, I had to move from my old house, so... So some of it we were back in my old house when all this happened.
Yeah.
The new place ain't so bad.
Yeah, that whole thing's a long story. Don't know if we should go into it really. But,
Probably not.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously, I mean, it'll be your birthday and you should spend it how you want, really. But luckily it will fall onto a week where I do come and see you.
Yeah, the only downside is on that Friday the 12th I have to do that MPLQ retake now in the morning, which is annoying because that's the weekend I have Friday, Saturday and Sunday off. I still haven't asked Kelly if it can be switched, but...
It's okay. I'm happy to stay in your room while you're doing that, as if you were going to work.
Yeah. I think I've got to be there by 8, so it's not 7, thank God, but still early-ish.
Yeah, and then there's what to do for Valentine's in February. I was going to say this year, but the year's almost over.
There is just one problem. It's alright, I can go, but I'll need to finish it up.
That's okay, I think we've pretty much covered everything and finished anyway. This ended up being longer than I thought it would. That's what she said.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I guess it does depend on sexual preference as well. Oi!
This is the other thing sweet about us when we get each other.
Yeah, that pretty much covers everything. Yeah, thanks for watching, and let us know what you loved about this year. And stay safe, and we will see you guys later.
And have a happy new year.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.